So I want to introduce Joe Eelkema. He's going to tell us what's going on with National Christian Foundation. Joe, come on up.
Thank you. We should clap for people. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. So at the National Christian Foundation, we are all about generosity. We're all about generosity specifically in California, but we're just so pumped about your generosity. Our motto, our tagline is simplify your giving, multiply your impact. So simplify your giving, because we know that when you simplify, you can often multiply your impact, the total impact that you're having. And I'm always trying to figure out new ways to sort of explain that. It's kind of an odd idea. And as I was driving to the Barnabas group in San Diego last night, in the car I thought of the story of David and Goliath. Of course, we all know the story. And there's a unique little part of the story, right? David does not chuck the rock at Goliath. The story would have been unfortunate, much different, and our Savior would have never been here had David thrown the rock. Instead, God equipped him with a sling. And so many of us grew up with slingshots or whatever, and it just, of course, accelerated what he was doing. So when you think of your generosity, how do you slingshot that? So many of us are just kind of throwing rocks, and well, it kind of works. It just may not be as effective as we could be. And so the National Christian Foundation, our whole mission is to help you slingshot your generosity. Now, how do we do that? Of course, the most common, there's a lot of people with giving funds in the room. It just simplifies it because we know, again, when you simplify the way that you give, inherently you're more joyful about it, and oftentimes you give more. So if that would be of interest, come talk with me. The second thing, there are opportune moments in life for giving. And if you play those correctly, a lot of times you can divert a ton more to charity, ministry, and your family instead of to taxes. But you need to know what you're doing. And so our ministry helps people understand those sorts of strategies to where they can support ministries in a wild way. And then finally, we just love to connect people together. That's another way that we can slingshot generosity. When givers are connected with one another, they feel inspired and energized and empowered to do wonderful generosity. So I would love to talk with you. Of course, our stuff's way out in the other room there. But come find me, National Christian Foundation. Thank you, Jim.